Brent here from ThirstGym.com, and today we're talking about an exercise called the Incline Bench Single Leg Hip Flexor Drop. All right, for this exercise, what you're going to need is an incline bench and ideally a kettlebell or a weight that you can place on your foot, ankle weights, things of that nature. And the kettlebell just works well for me in terms of what I have. I don't have any kind of ankle weights. So I've got my bench set around 30 degrees, up to you in terms of how steep you want this, but find something that works well for you. You don't want it too low, but you also don't want it too high, something you can kind of sit on. And then I like having the pad lifted up as well. That way I have something to place my foot against to brace myself or kind of give myself some stability. Okay. Then whatever leg that I'm putting the kettlebell on, so in this case, it's going to be my left. I'm going to basically jam that onto my shoe. Okay. So hopefully it's not shoes that you love. And then I'm going to let the legs, so my left leg is the one with the weight, it's going to hang a little bit off the bench. I'm going to kind of come up towards the top. So again, my foot's placed up against that pad. Leg's going to come down, get in a good lengthened position, and then perform hip flexion. Down, stretch, pull. Down, stretch, pull. Really like I'm trying to run, kick something. Really try to relax in this position. This is where you're going to get all your benefit from this exercise because we're getting that good lengthened position across the entire hip flexor complex, not just the psoas, but also sartorius, gracilis, recfem, all that's getting nice and stretched in this position. And then I can use those hip flexors to pull up into that position. So I can get stronger in that lengthened position, okay? And then you can take it off and do the other side. Now, this can be worked in a couple different ways in your training program. You can do this as part of an active warm-up. So once you've done some of your mobility work, come over to this, focus on your hip flexors, give them some love, move on to the rest of your training day. You can also superset this with some of your bigger movements or some of your sprint mechanic work. So you can do your sprints, come over here, hit some hip flexor work, strengthen those up a little bit during your downtime of your hard sprints. Just make sure you're giving yourself adequate rest. And then you can also do this on off days just for active mobility purposes. So my warning here will be to start lighter than you think. If you've not done any kind of direct hip flexor strengthening, this could very potentially aggravate your hips just a little bit. You could leave you very sore just because it is a new novel stimulus. Even I did, that's just a 13-pound kettlebell, and that was more than enough for what I needed with where I'm at. So, trying to train that independently, you will quickly notice what hip flexor is weak or strong, or if you have any kind of issues, which is what I love about this exercise. So again, 2 to 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps on each side is kind of a good sweet spot, just enough of a little auxiliary work, and it will cover all your bases. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. Thanks, have a great day.